where an exhibition of old wedding photographs is bringing back memories of times gone by. Helen McInerney went along to see the pics and also to meet some of the people whose wedding photographs are being displayed.
When you look at these wedding photographs from the 20s, 30s, 40s and 50s, you realise that the big white wedding dress did not become a fashion staple until the 1970s. These wedding photographs, taken by the late Annie Brophy, are part of an exhibition mounted by Waterford City Council at Christ Church Cathedral in Waterford. Annie Brophy, who was one of the most talented photographers of her time, was a stickler for getting it right.
Somebody here tonight said she remembered Annie Brophy being under the hood for 2 hours as they froze and starved at her wedding.
These wedding photographs are just some of the thousands of photographs Annie Brophy took over her 50-year career. As you look through the exhibition, a number of familiar surnames jump out.
One of the people we identified from the 1920s was the aunt of Edmund van Esbeck from the Irish Times. And so Edmund actually agreed to come down and be our guest speaker this evening. Others, we had an army officer here from the 1940s who's still alive, hale and hearty, aged 92. We had a wonderful Italian dynastic chipper wedding. A Forte from Belfast. Louis Forte came down and married a Josie Delicato in Waterford in 1944. I have been told that they're both alive and living in Italy.
Another familiar surname in the exhibition is Rhinish. Dungarvan native Julian Rhinish is grandfather of the Irish canoeist Owen Rhinish, who competed in the recent Olympic Games in Beijing. 91-year-old Julian was an officer in the Irish Army when he got married to May Morrissey in the Pro Cathedral in Waterford in 1943.
And at that time, you had no petrol, during the war years, and very few were at the wedding. And even the trains were breaking down on the routes. But I said to the wife, I said to her, say, where are we going? Or what's it called? Honeymoon. Look, says I'd love to go to Arco.
Julian's wife died 10 years ago after 55 years of marriage.
I think they're all dead and buried except myself.
So you're the only one left?
Well, I think I am the only one left there. My cousins are there and they're dead. And all her people that were there, they're all dead and buried.
But I must say, you look very handsome in your uniform.
Thank you very much. I'm all about me today.
Oh, you're just as handsome.
The photographs on view are just a tiny part of the 65,000 Annie Brophy negatives now owned by Waterford City Council. All the technical work, including printing of the negatives, was carried out by Waterford photographer Terry Murphy.
Terry Murphy did all our technical work. He's truly a master, I'd even say a wizard at what he does, and he did what we wanted.
It's over 50 years since Mary and Richard Brown walked up the aisle, but the opening night of the exhibition was an emotional occasion for Richard, whose wife Mary died 2 years ago.
You put money aside for the cake, you put money aside for your honeymoon, but you always had to put money aside for the photographs. Annie Brophy. She was the only person in Waterford that could do photographs properly, Annie Brophy. So that's the way it was. Money was scarce, but you still would have to find it, like, for Annie Brophy, you know what I mean? I was just saying it to the door there. I said there were petals on her blouse, and they said she had grey kid gloves, grey shoes. I can remember everything about that day.
It's a different time, a different place. It's lovely. It's actually really beautiful. Yeah, and it's nice. It's a lovely thing to have. Great night, great occasion.
Wexford couple Nick Rowe and Anna Kennedy were married in 1962.
Well, we had our wedding in the Adelphi Hotel, our wedding reception, which is gone since, and the Tower Hotel is there now. So then we went over to Annie Brophy's to have our wedding photograph taken. We didn't know we were getting that coloured one until afterwards. And she sent us the proofs. And on the back of them she had written that about the blue dress and the blue eyes and whatever colour his eyes.
It was also an emotional evening for Catherine Nolan, whose husband Paul had just died a few weeks before the exhibition opened.
He would love to see it, to be here to see all the old photographs, and he would have known everybody and every one of them.
1972, does it just feel like the other day?
It does actually, yeah. We were married 36 years and it was just like, I'd love another 36 years with him. Life is very short, very short. But the wonderful years I had, wonderful, 5 beautiful children. And he has his twin brother there. He died also about 10 years ago, Manny. And they were the two most handsome men. They were very good looking.
For Vera Walsh, who married Captain Rudy Wegner in 1972, the exhibition brought back happy memories.
My husband, who's passed away now, he was a young man and he died. It's quite emotional for me now, okay? 2002. I met him when I was 17. And it was love at first sight. So we got married 2 years later. I was just out of school. I left school in 1970 and I met him that year, and then I got married in 72. We have 4 boys, all grown up now. And and my brother Nicky, he passed away the year after my husband. So just 12 months between them, and they were exactly the same age. Same month, same date. He was a Master Mariner, and I met him when he had just got his master's license. So I used to go away with him quite a bit, and the children, we used to go to the Middle East and spend a lot of time with him abroad. He was German, originally from Leipzig, near Leipzig, and just a lovely, lovely guy. And I miss him so much, yeah.
And when did he pass away?
He passed away in May 2002, suddenly. So, but you know, it's lovely, it's a great privilege to have his photograph here. So, you know, I just want to thank the people involved, you know, for putting it up, and thanks for the opportunity of talking about it. It's good. Thank you.
That exhibition